out looking like yikes. With me, boy. Your hands in your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get to fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my zip the back that like a popo. No do these they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a pollo. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. Finna got in the gently. Ain't been friends with these. When I was down, I so had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm like mistletoe. This do my own. Not gonna lost on these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Gon' get that me on. Ain't no give me not a thing.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the StubHub Center, 20 miles south of downtown L.A. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Los Angeles Chargers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Luck on first down. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and it's a second down. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Luck now on second down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now. Showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On second down, here's Luck. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Throwing on third down, Luck. And he's got his man Hilton. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. Fights off the defender. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Right.
To throw on 2nd down is Luck. And this will be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Play action, it's Luck. He's going to launch this thing way down. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Desmond King on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Kevin Pierre-Louis. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. Looking deep for Hilton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Naeem Hines, his first carry, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the gun on third down, Luck. He's going to air one out. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on fourth down to punt this thing. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. This is taken around the 12. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Let's go! 3-19!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And right side, Henry's got it. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First,
he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Green 39!
They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Detroit!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going underneath for Gordon. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. To return it now, here's King. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. He'll buy some time right. He completes it to Henry. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
While there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window. They've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now Mack. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
On 1st down, it's Long. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a second down.
Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go. Hey, you need...
From the gun, here's Love. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a third down.
Be right. 16.
Out of the gun, Luck. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this.
Talk.
A shotgun snap for Love. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The Colts on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll fake it. Now Love. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Henry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but... let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
After the interception, it's Long. They sack him back at the 42.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw is Love. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Love. And it'll be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Complete. It's Henry. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And another timeout taken by the Colts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
12.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lynch. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Luck now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go, Mexico. 12. 11Z. Hey, easy. Hurry.
Here's Locke. Complete to Hilton. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. To return it now, here's King. Gets around him. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is
I'm
doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Jerry Hughes in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Now let's go! Blue Liney! Blue Liney!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. On play action, they'll throw. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 15. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a 1st down throw. Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. And the pressure gets to him again. Melvin Ingram in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Luck. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And that one results in 35 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, The offensive line that bought the extra time, it allowed for the big completion downfield. Those guys made that play possible.
They'll run with Mack. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Now a play fake, and it's locked. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lynch. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And the Colts add on to their lead. Point after, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Set! 3-19! 3-19! Detroit! Detroit!
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
They'll set up to throw. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And that's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And another drive starts with them huddling in their end zone, Charles. And where have we seen this before? Very recently, but the last time they had it backed up like this, they took it the length of the field.
Hard to do that once, let alone the idea of doing it twice. But, of course, that's the goal. So, as a secondary deal, get 2 first downs. Help yourself with field position and help your defense out.
They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Casey Hayward makes the tackle.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
One day, 53.
Staying on the ground with Mack. And he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Colts on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, gun. Go ahead. Check out. Go ahead.
Here's Locke. And he's got his man Hilton. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Monday.
Play action. It's Locke. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long.
Gun. 11Z. 57. To your right.
Here's Locke. Now he'll let this one go deep right sideline. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now Benjamin. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out come the Chargers. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Chargers on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6.
Right,
This time it's 3rd and 3.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. They'll look to throw here. This is Gordon on the dump off. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Going underneath for Gordon. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Desmond King making the tackle. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got a man over the middle, it's Williams. The 30, past the 20. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now down to 20. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good. Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today. Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back. Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride? Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward. Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And down he'll go at the 25. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Leopard!
One final shot. They'll look to throw, and he'll be brought down by the Colts. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you.